Hello and welcome to today's 2020 Atlantic Hurricane Season Outlook and discussion. But we have a lot to talk about. So right now we're still tracking tropical wave coming off, which was originally here, went all the way here, now it's crossing Florida. Anyway, so yeah, we're tracking this tropical wave. There's also one here. Pretty cool stuff. It's affecting Florida pretty badly, and National Hurricane Center probably isn't going to say anything about it, which I'm kind of mad about, as you can see. But, well, I guess. To me, this should already be an area of disturbance. To me, this is going to be a tropical depression by tomorrow night, maybe. To me, this might be probably a tropical storm Bertha. But National Hurricane Center is over here, like, I don't care. Maybe there's just a coronavirus break. Who knows? But yeah, it's gonna be coming over here. It's like right here right now, and it's gonna be going affecting the Carolinas again. Anyways, I don't want to talk about this anymore. We've already talked about it enough. Let's get to some more interesting stuff for today. So, in the next couple of days, we're gonna potentially be getting Amanda forming right over here. Let me change my color to let me try out blue. Alright, but it's gonna be forming right over here. It's gonna be doing its thing, but we do see this system become Amanda, hit as a hurricane right here, and it actually comes into the Caribbean, which is rather interesting. But we'll talk about this later, alright? Next, we have another system, 1004 millibars, forms Southern Caribbean. Alright, now this actually does become potentially a hurricane, but it kind of gets its act together and moves right between here, which is what Matthew did from 2016. And then it kind of like relocates for some reason here. I'm not too sure why that happens. But yeah, this is what it does. And then it passes through, and then we actually get a second system forming right here. Let me go back to my red. Not feeling confident with this. But it actually gets a second system forming right around here, both potentially hurricanes. But we got two systems right here. And by the way, I'll talk about this area later, so just don't worry about it right now. We're focusing right here. But then we actually get, so like I said, we'll actually get those two hurricanes, that's like 975. And they kind of go out to sea. But we get one forming here, going through Cuba, going this way, and then another one forming around here, and it also goes this way. That one basically gets pulled by the second one, which is why it doesn't go like this way. It goes this way. So two systems. Now, third one. That one. That one we have to watch out for. This is Amanda, and then it crosses over to the Atlantic. And I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's going to be heading for a run for Florida, because this low pressure system getting pulled by this low pressure system, getting pulled by this low pressure system, it's going to get pulled by this one as well. Now, it depends where, if there's a high pressure here, of course. But I think this system's going to be doing something kind of like this, potentially, or even just do this, It's a potential. But who knows, maybe it's just going to go straight and do whatever. Maybe it's going to be hitting the Panhandle. But we're really going to have to track the situation because it's going to be pretty interesting to see. There isn't really any high pressure right here, it looks like. But this is so far out that we don't really know, of course, if that's going to be happening. But potentially, in the next 384 hours, we'll have three systems at the same time. And we never see that in June, guys. We only see three systems at the same time, like September. We could have Cristobal, whatever the D one is, and Edward, all at the same time. If Bertha forms, of course, right here. If it doesn't, we'll have Bertha, Cristobal, and the D one, which I don't remember the name. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I mean, that one looks to be rather strong. Hopefully it doesn't affect this area too much. If it does get its act together and actually forms, we're also going to get this one, of course. So I mean, I'm not too sure about that second one over here. This one might form. I mean, this one's for sure. I think they're the only model showing it. That one, most models are showing. But this one right here, I don't think any of the other models are showing it, except like the icon or something. If we look at like the, where is it, the NAM 3K, I don't think it's showing them really. It doesn't go that far out quite yet. But if we go to North Atlantic, I don't. Oh, we can't go to North Atlantic. Brilliant. Well, I guess we can look at the tropical wave with the NAM 3K. I mean, that could be helpful, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you get what you see, you know? It's pretty much spot on. Where is it? Why is it so laggy? Yeah, it's pretty much spot on. It kind of moves offshore. Comes a low pressure system. It makes sense for like Georgia or South Carolina. But I really want to see what let's see here, the CMC thinks about potentially that hurricane down there. Let me change to North Atlantic. Yeah, so they're not showing the other one from any. Oh, actually, no. So the CMC is not showing the two. They're not showing the one forming down here. They're only showing Amanda crossing over into. They're only showing it crossing over into. Oops. Why am I lagging? They're only showing it crossing over into the Caribbean where we get that system. So that one's rather likely because most models are showing it. The low pressure down here, it's not as likely. Could still happen. It's not as likely. And then the low pressure over here, most models aren't showing any of them. So that one might be for sure. And that one could really be a big one to watch out for. But the other ones we're not really sure it's ever going to be developing. Let's just look at the icon. Yeah, see, it does show that area of precipitation down there. I think let's go to like 180. Yeah. So it does, once again, it shows that area right here forming. Potentially. Like always, I don't like saying it's gonna form because we really don't know if it's gonna form or not. But I like looking at this kind of thing. So, see, same thing here. It doesn't go that far out, but we do see it do the crossover. Let's see what the European model. Alright, so the European model, interestingly enough, oh, it doesn't go, I don't think it goes that far out quite yet. Yeah, not quite. It does show something forming around here. But, you know, this is rather interesting. We'll see where this actually goes and if anything will happen. But, I mean, it shows it so strong, the second one right here. I mean, I think the GFS is kind of going crazy this year. It's been showing like system over system. It was showing the subtropical one. It was at some point it was showing one up here. Then it was now it's showing like 3 in the Caribbean. Like it's kind of going crazy this year. But I think this one for sure. That one probably not. That one potentially. So you know we're gonna have to watch out for that. But back to the tropical wave. It's you know we could still see it form. But I'm kind of just losing hope on the National Hurricane Center this year. I don't think it's going to be very reliable to watch for. But Amanda has a 50% chance of forming, so yep, still nothing. I think it's not going to be very reliable this year. We're kind of going to be on our own with this, but let me just remake this here. Let me make this National Hurricane Center style. So we got the X. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. We've got an X right here. Boom. 60% chance of higher. And then we'll do like 8. And then boom, there we go. Very nice. Alright, so yeah, this is what it should look like, guys. And here, there's usually like a 1. Bam. But yeah, we'll have to see Amanda do its kind of crossover to the other part of the world. Whoa, that's big. It could happen. Will it? I guess we'll just have to see. But it's going to be interesting to watch, I think, in the next couple of days. So yeah, let's look at the sea surface temperatures and stuff really quick. I mean, if we look at it on the satellite imagery, I'm pretty sure it's been looking a little bit better. Has it? I think it has. Oh, it has a new blow up in convection, it looks like. Interesting. Because I know it was like really losing any convection. And now, yep, it's blowing up again. Right here. Interestingly enough, I mean, it's really disorganized, but like the low pressure is like right here, I believe. And we have this ginormous like cluster of clouds and thunderstorms. And then we have this big area right here of just, you know, convection. And then we have the low pressure in the middle of them. Kind of interesting, you know? Two really separate areas. Kind of interesting. And then the low pressure in the middle. But we'll have to see. I'm right here, so it's been raining all day. Hopefully this kind of develops, and hopefully National Hurricane Center does say something about it, which for some reason it really doesn't want to right now. Not too sure why. And then really quick, let's look at the Forescale model, the analysis tool. Let's look at the ocean analysis before I end this video. 3.4 is still dropping pretty dramatically, and it's pretty much a La Nina by now. But yeah, it's been and I think it's gonna be dropping more probably. It's pretty crazy how we went from like an El Nino last year to a La Nina in like the space of a month. Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But we'll have to see how this goes. I mean, anyways, yeah, this is your tropical weather update for today, the May 25. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.